Today I'm making seared salmon with a pea and barley risotto. It's wholesome and healthy food that is perfect for anyone with a hearty appetite. And I'm using these Huon fresh salmon pieces. Now take a look at these because it's the quality of the salmon that makes all the difference to the finished product. The fillets are moist and firm with a deep, rich, consistent colour, and have a look at how they recover in shape after I've pressed them. These are all signs of a quality fish that will be firm, flavoursome and absolutely delicious. What I particularly like about Huon salmon is that the farming practices mimic the natural lifestyle of Atlantic salmon in a stress-free environment that ultimately produces a salmon that's better tasting and better textured. Not forgetting, of course, that it is a wonderful source of those marvellous long-chain omega-3 fatty acids. So let's get started. Take 1 tablespoon of olive oil and heat it in a pan. Now add 1 large leek that's been washed and finely sliced, and just saute that for a couple of minutes until the leeks just slightly go brown. And 1 cup of barley. Now I've had this barley soaking for about an hour in boiling water beforehand. So give this a stir and then add 2½ cups of reduced salt vegetable stock. Now when that comes to boil, just reduce the heat to simmer, cover the pan and let this cook for 30 minutes. Gives you time to shell the peas. I like to use fresh peas when they're in season. I've actually shelled them already, but if you haven't got fresh peas in season, you can always use frozen. Now this has been cooking for 30 minutes and it's looking lovely, so just add the peas. Give that a stir, and if it's looking a little bit dry, you can just add a little bit more stock. Now cover the pan and let that cook for another 10 minutes or so. And if you are using frozen peas, just put them in at the very end because they take no time at all to cook. Now onto the salmon. When you've got quality salmon like this, you don't need to do a great deal to it, and you don't need huge sizes either. These portions are about 150–160 grams. So just lightly brush them with a little bit of olive oil and season with a little black pepper. Now get a frying pan nice and hot and add the pieces to sear. And just sear these for a couple of minutes on each side. Now just transfer this to a baking tray and pop it into the oven preheated to 180 for about 8 minutes. Now the barley is cooked through and it's lovely and soft. So just add to that 1 tablespoon of chopped preserved lemon and ½ cup of chopped parsley and stir that through. So spoon a little of the risotto onto the plate. Add a piece of salmon over the top, and to boost your veggie intake further, a little bit of steamed broccoli. It's an easy, omega-3 rich, low GI meal that tastes sensational. Shop wisely for your salmon and you will enjoy this dish tonight and many more nights to come.